All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our pilot episode of the Pinoy Money Ideas podcast. My name is Ray,
Hi, and this is Princess.
and every week expect that we'd be posting and broadcasting and podcasting, whatever you want to call this, topics on money. Now, I know what you're thinking. Money is very boring. It's not lively. I want to tell you that you're absolutely right. Napaka-boring na money. But from here, we would try our very best to make it not so boring. So I hope this first podcast would be not our last as well.
Of course not. Hindi lang boring. For me, it's going to be very educational for everyone who thinks na they don't know much about handling money or earning more money or getting more money. Because there are so many things na I think kailangan natin malaman mga Pilipino about finances, about savings.
Right. Kasi, well, not sometimes, most of the time, people don't really pay attention on studying more about money and finances. Not just because it's boring, but it's some kind of taboo eh. Parang ganon ang dating. Na kapag tinanong mo about money and parang ang dating is parang, wait, teka lang, hindi natin pinag-uusapan dapat yan. Because if you're familiar with the phrase, money is a root of
Evil.
diba? Evil kagad na naisip mo, diba? But really, we'll cover that in a short while, but money is not the root of all evil, diba? It's actually the lack of money that's the root of all evil. Kaya nga maraming krimen, diba? But we're getting ahead of ourselves at this point. We want to introduce ourselves first. So once more, my name is Ray. I'm a licensed stockbroker here in the Philippines. I also am a licensed financial advisor. And at one point in time lang naman, I was a licensed stockbroker in the US as well. Although I wasn't really physically there, but if you are familiar with the movie of Will Smith, yung Pursuit of Happiness, if you recall yung tinake ng exam, that's the same exact exam I took and passed. So pinalad naman ako. Enough of the gaudy credentials, because it's really not what I think makes me qualified to speak to you about money. It's because it's the real life experience. Kasi yung parallelism namin ni Will Smith at that time was Will Smith in that movie, while studying for the exams, was with his daughter sleeping in the streets. Diba? And at one point in time, I was like that too. It's not exactly like him, but I experienced a couple of days on the streets, and I've been broke a lot of times. That sabi ko na nga, sawa na ako. So if you kind of feel like that way too, that you want to break the cycle,
Yes.
kindly comment wherever you are, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook, kindly comment na nakaka-relate ako. Sawa na rin ako sa ganito. So use the hashtag sawa na.
Sawa na.
If you agree and you relate. Diba? So for me, I want to break the cycle of being broke all the time. So I read, I studied, I hooked up with a few people who knows how to handle their finances better, and try to soak up more information as I go, and then try to generate as much money as I can out of anything that is not money.
Yes.
Kasi how can you generate money if you don't have money? Sometimes you don't have to have money to do that. Diba? Sometimes you just have to use your own skills, knowledge, and sometimes bunganga lang talaga. Diba? So that's me. Again, I'm here not because of my credentials, but because of my life experiences. And I'm sure many of you in a certain point or in some levels would relate to that. And hopefully we are able to relate to you through our next episodes as well.
Yes.
Princess, ikaw naman.
Yeah, so this is Princess Shok. I am a licensed financial advisor. I started off as a typical millennial na nag-work sa company, and then at the early 20s, I started my own company. It's a web development company. Started it at 10,000 pesos capital. Pang-register lang ng company.
Bare essentials talaga yan.
Bare essentials. That company lasted for 9 years.
Ang tagal din.
Tagal din. And from 4 employees, we grew up to 80 employees. From 10,000 pesos capital, we started to get millions in profit. But towards the end of that business, it started going down because of finances. When that went down, dun ko na-realize na bakit hindi ko pinag-aralan ng finances? Ba't hindi ako privy sa gastos ng business ko?
Bakit nga ba ikaw owner?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kasi, as someone na hindi interesado sa pera and more on the creative side, hindi ko na-realize na as a business owner, kailangan ko matuto nun eh. So when that closed down, I told myself, I need to learn about those things. Gusto ko yung sa susunod na business ko, alam ko kung paano ko hinahawakan yung finances, yung accounting ng sarili kong business. So, even during that time, I was doing other businesses also. Nagkaroon ako tapsilugan, nagkaroon ako shawarma, ang dami kong ginawang business.
Diversification to the maxil eh.
Yes. Pero it all went down because of finances. Through that experiences, I've learned that, okay, I made mistake on this part. I need to learn about this part. Yan. So now with my new business, dun ko na-realize na, okay, ito yung mga bagay na kailangan kong tutukan. And that's why naging interesado ako maging financial advisor because I really wanted to learn about the things na hindi ko natutunan dati at gusto ko din ma-impart yung knowledge na yun sa mga tao na katulad ko din dati, hindi interesado sa pera, hindi interesado sa finances. So I hope this podcast will teach them or make them get some pointers kung paano magagawa yun sa buhay nila.
True, kasi I would agree na itong topic ng pera is something that is an acquired taste. Diba? Hindi lahat ng tao ay gustong nababagabag sa mga detalye ng pera. But the thing is, para na siyang requirement sa buhay. Prerequisite siya sa buhay. So, meron kang food, merong shelter, may clothing. Ang pang-apat na need is di pa budgeting wifi pa muna. And then budgeting. Hindi sa pagiging preachy, pero that's a reality. Diba? Kasi kung hindi ka marunong humawak ng pera mo, you end up like me a couple of times back then. Piss poor. Broke. And me having kids, hindi pa pwede yun. Kasi buti sana kung ako lang. Meron nang umaasa sa akin. Diba?
Yes.
And I want to set this example of responsibility in terms of money sa mga bata. So they don't experience the same way the same things that I've experienced in the past. Tapos, syempre, I know everyone can relate to because whether may anak ka or kapatid or magulang or any loved one, don't you want it na na komportable sila nabubuhay? And in order for you to achieve that, the sad reality is that money is making the world go round.
Exactly.
And nothing is entirely free. May disclosure ng konti. Hindi naman lahat hindi libre. But in order for you to really enjoy your life, or at least your loved ones to be at least living comfortably, sometimes it costs a lot to do that. You know. Sabihin na natin na hindi, simple lang yung yung pangarap ko sa buhay and all. But thing is, every single day that you live, you have to eat. You have to clothe yourself. You have to have a house. You have to pay your rent. And you have to have Wi-Fi.
And Netflix.
And Netflix. Hindi pwedeng malayan. Kidding aside, the sad reality is that pera-pera talaga eh.
Pera-pera talaga.
But it's all a matter of perspective. Mag-circle back tayo doon sa una nating pinag-usapan kanina, which is money is the root of all blank. Which normally would elicit money, a response of evil. Pero bakit ganon? This is a reflection of how we think of money in general. Diba? Money is dirty. Money is for people who have tricked someone out of something. Why can we not see money as a tool to make our lives comfortable, lives easy, better, or at least survive? Hindi naman tayo I'm not discriminating, pero hindi tayo sa gubat nakatira. Hindi tayo, paglabas ng bahay, meron ako, nagugutom ako, pitas nga muna ako ng apple.
Patay ako ng manok dyan.
Huli nga muna ako manok, habuli ko yung manok. It's not like that always. Lalo na sa atin na nasa city. Paglabas mo, dalawang klase lang makikita mo dyan, tao at usok. Hindi mo naman pwede, nagugutom ako, dito ka nga muna. That's cannibalism. I'm veering away from the topic now, but my point is, money is not something you have to be scared of or you have to avoid. Even the topic of money, it's something that you have to address head on. And you have to start now. And you listening to
Yes.
this podcast is a start. So thank you for staying on. Ayan. So, what to expect from us, Ray and Princess, in the next few weeks that we have this podcast? So, don't worry, we won't monopolize the discussion because in the next few weeks, so we'll be inviting resource speakers as well.
Yeah, guest speakers who will help us learn more about different topics about finances. So it's pwede about budgeting, pwede about businesses, wealth creation tips.
Yung importance of wealth protection na most of the time is nakakaligtaan or neglected is the right term.
So basic investing.
Ayan.
So yan, ito yung mga bagay, isa sa mga bagay na pag naririnig ko dati, investing, ganyan. Medyo lumalayo ako kasi hindi ko maintindihan kung ano ba yung investing na sinasabi nila. So now that I know about it now, I realize na, sobrang simple lang pala intindihin to. Basta pag-aralan ko lang ng konti. Alam ko yung basic terms, alam ko yung concept. Madali lang pala siya. Bakit hindi lahat ng tao pinag-uusapan to? Bakit tayo natatakot pag-usapan to?
Well, I would accredit it to, I'm not sure if it's just a Filipino mentality, but overall, it's a defeatist mentality. Na pag medyo nakarinig ka ng highfalutin terms, it's stay away from that because you don't want to feel and look stupid in front of whoever you're talking to about that matter. But really, you don't have to be an expert in stocks or in mutual funds or insurance or forex or crypto. You're not the fund manager. Unless you're the fund manager.
Akala ko talaga dati, kailangan alam mo yun talaga to the T to be able to invest on something like that. I didn't know na may mga fund managers na mag-handle ng account ko.
In the next few weeks, we'll cover yung mga investment vehicles din na yan. It's not like you totally have to give total control to that fund manager. Diba? Kasi may mga times na tulad ni stocks, si forex, si cryptocurrencies. Those are the things that you can handle on your own. In fact, dun sa last two, kay forex and cryptocurrency, lalong wag mo ibigay sa tao, sa ibang tao yung pera.
So magandang topic yan. Pag-usapan natin yung mga ganyang bagay. Ano ba yung mga types of investments na kailangan mong maintindihan or malaman na parang alam mo kung type of investment na pwede kong iiwan dito sa tao na to or kailangan ko pag-aralan to kasi delikado or medyo risky din. Kaya abangan nyo kasi sa mga next episodes namin, we will be inviting experts on their field regarding finances and investments.
Each episode, which is every week, we'll be covering one specific topic at a time. So para hindi tayo naguguluhan. At the same time, knowing that around 95%-ish Filipinos are really not into investments, we would oversimplify the explanations.
So, that's what we can be expecting in this podcast about basically finances, and we will make it more layman and easy to understand for everybody.
Parang finance for dummies.
Finance for dummies.
Yeah. Which kami rin naman nagsimula sa ganon. Diba?
Yes.
If you go to our Facebook page at Pinoy Money Ideas, daily posting stuff about money.
And we can be discussing other things, other questions that you may have regarding different episodes that we have. Or kung may gusto silang question about, or may gusto silang i-cover na topic na pwede nating i-cover, or we can invite people, experts dun sa topic na gusto nilang i-discuss natin, just let us know on that group.
Right, definitely. So again, whether you're on Facebook listening to this or YouTube listening / watching at the logo that we have right there while listening to the podcast, comment on the comment below. We'll give you a shout out and just tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what you want to know. Just join our group. You'll find it interesting because meron mga kanya-kanyang group chat yan. Depende sa kung anong interest mo, kung ano yung mga gusto mong matutunan. Group chats for stocks, group chats for forex, group chat for crypto, group chat for group chat for VULs and businesses and all that. So maraming mga interests within the group itself. But the main group itself would post daily material. In small doses could help you every day.
So that's our first episode, which is just an intro. So I hope you
Obviously.
get interested about this new podcast that we will be recording every week.
Yeah, definitely every week.
Once again, this is Princess Shook.
And my name is Ray Tan, no relation to Lucio. And we'll see you next week, okay?
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.